Retro Road Test, Opel Manta B vs Volkswagen Scirocco 2, 1985 UK specs. In the mid-1980s, the affordable coupe market in the UK was a competitive playground for manufacturers trying to give buyers a slice of sporting style without the bank-breaking bills of a Porsche or BMW. Two key contenders stood out, the Opel Manta B and the Volkswagen Scirocco 2. The Opel Manta B, introduced in 1975 and facelifted in 1982, was a classic rear-wheel drive coupe with a reputation for balanced handling, clean lines, and a healthy dose of driving involvement. It was often the choice of those who liked to feel the road through their fingertips, even if that meant a little oversteer on a damp morning. The Volkswagen Scirocco 2, launched in 1981 and facelifted in subtle trims like the White Cat edition in 1985, offered a front-wheel drive alternative with VW's solid engineering, crisp lines, and everyday usability. The Scirocco was arguably more modern in execution, with lighter weight and better fuel economy, and aimed at buyers who wanted coupe looks without giving up on practical motoring. Both cars were accessible in price, attractive in design, and different enough in layout and character to make a head-to-head comparison very interesting indeed. UK 1985 specification overview. Model engine options: power and torque drivetrain, top speed 0-60 mph, curb weight. Opel Manta B 1.8S 1.8L carburetor, inline 490 HP at 5,400 rpm /143 Nm at 3,400 rpm RWD, 4-speed manual 109 mph 10.9 S-1000 kg. VW Scirocco 2 1.6 White Cat 1.6L carb, inline 475 HP /122 Nm FWD, 5-speed manual 104 mph 11.9 S-875 kg. VW Scirocco 2 1.8 White Cat 1.8L carb, inline 490 HP /142 Nm FWD, 5-speed manual 111 mph 9.9 S-890 kg. Performance and powertrain. On paper, the Opel Manta 1.8S and the Scirocco 1.8 White Cat are surprisingly close. Both produce around 90 HP, both will nudge past 110 mph, and both will reach 60 mph in roughly 10 seconds. The Scirocco 1.6, however, lags behind, more of a stylish commuter than a performance coupe. Manta B uses a traditional rear-wheel drive layout, with a front-mounted 1.8-litre carb-fed engine. Gearbox is a sturdy 4-speed manual, 5-speed available in some trims. Engine is a simple cam-in head design, easy to maintain and tolerant of long mileage. Scirocco 2. Front-wheel drive, with either a 1.6 or 1.8-litre engine. 5-speed gearbox standard on most models, useful for relaxed cruising. 1.8 kA Jetronic fuel-injected variants exist in other trims, but the White Cat stayed with a simpler carburetor. Handling and ride. Here's where philosophy diverges. Opel Manta B RWD brings a balanced, fluid feel, and the car will happily adjust its line on throttle lift. The steering is direct and communicative, offering genuine mechanical feedback. The suspension is compliant enough for bumpy British B roads, but body roll is noticeable compared to more modern coupes. Tail-happy behavior on wet roads is part of the fun, but also a hazard for the inexperienced. VW Scirocco 2. FWD keeps things neat and predictable, particularly in poor weather. Lighter curb weight makes the car feel nimble and easy to place on the road. Steering is lighter than the Mantas, but still reasonably precise. Body control is better in fast corners, but ultimate adjustability is limited compared to the Manta's throttle steer antics. Styling and cabin. Both cars embody 1980s coupe design language, but they express it differently. Opel Manta B. Long bonnet, short rear deck, flowing lines, very much a classic coupe silhouette. The 1982 facelift brought flush headlamps and cleaner bumpers. Cabin is straightforward, driver-focused, and free of frills. Rear seats are usable, but not spacious. Boot space is around 380 liters. VW Scirocco 2. Sharper, more modern lines, with a wedge profile and distinctive rear hatch. The White Cat edition added white paint, decals, and trim tweaks. Cabin feels more modern than the Mantas, with better ergonomics and equipment. Boot space is around 346 liters, and folding rear seats add flexibility. Real-world driving. City, Scirocco wins. Its FWD, lighter steering, and smaller turning circle make urban driving less work. Motorway, Scirocco's 5-speed gearbox keeps revs down. The Manta can feel busy at 70 miles per hour in 4th. B roads, Manta offers the enthusiast's choice, balanced, playful, alive. Scirocco is tidier but less adjustable mid-corner. Wet weather, Scirocco's FWD advantage is clear. Manta requires more care and skill. Ownership experience and known issues. This is where the romanticism of classic coupes meets the reality of 1980s engineering. Opel Manta B. Common issues. Rust, the #1 enemy. Chassis rails, sills, arches, and floorpans can rot badly. Brake calipers, renowned for seizing due to corrosion, regular cleaning and seal replacement essential. Parts wear, age means bushes, dampers, and carburetor linkages often need replacement. Maintenance tips. Join the Opel Manta Owners Club. They are a gold mine for parts, advice, and support. Keep up with underseal and rust proofing. Prevention is far cheaper than repair. Standard service items are cheap and widely available. Mechanicals are robust when maintained. Owner impressions. Exceptionally well built, no rattles or creaks, and still plenty of tuning parts available. Buy one as a project and you'd better have a welder on speed dial. VW Scirocco 2 White Cat. Common issues. Fuel system, Ka jetronic injection, on some models, can suffer from air leaks, faulty warm-up regulators, and aging injector seals. The White Cat's carburetor setup is simpler but still prone to air leaks. Cold start relay can fail or flutter, causing stalling. Bulkhead fatigue, metal around the clutch cable entry point can crack. Rusty fuel filler neck, common problem, often requires sourcing used parts from a Golf Mk1. Maintenance tips. Valve clearance checks are essential on mechanical cam followers. Flush all fluids on a newly purchased example, coolant, brake, gearbox, and engine oil. Be prepared for parts delays. Some trim and mechanical items are no longer available off the shelf. Owner impressions. Filler necks go rusty, and replacements are getting rare. All Sciroccos have terrible brakes. Upgrade if you can. Parts and community support. Manta, supported by a very active UK owners club and a surprising number of aftermarket suppliers. Panels, suspension parts, and engine spares are still relatively easy to find. Scirocco, good support from VW specialists, but certain parts, like filler necks and bulkhead repair panels, are harder to source. Golf Mk1 compatibility helps. Running costs. Both cars can be relatively cheap to run if you do your own maintenance. Insurance is classic car friendly. Fuel economy. Scirocco 1.6 can return mid-30s miles per gallon, Manta and Scirocco 1.8 are more in the low 30s. Tax is the same bracket for both given similar displacement. Verdict. If you're an enthusiast who values feel, balance, and mechanical honesty, the Opel Manta B is the pure driver's car. It's a rear-wheel drive coupe from a time when that layout still dominated sports car thinking. You'll need to stay on top of rust and brakes, but the reward is a car that's alive in your hands. If you want a usable classic that blends style, decent pace, and everyday friendliness, the VW Scirocco 2 White Cat makes a compelling case. It's lighter, easier to live with, better in bad weather, and has a more modern interior. You'll still face rust and age-related niggles, but its FWD stability and lower maintenance nature will appeal to many. Final word. VW Scirocco 2 White Cat, the realist's choice. Stylish, practical, and sharp without the drama. Opel Manta B, the romantic's choice. Demands more, but gives more.